Good day and welcome to the Evening Review. I'm Ashley Smith, the news editor of Namibian Sun, and I'm joined today by the editor of Namibian Sun, Tobin Jabeda.
Thank you, sir, for having me. Appreciate it.
But let's first take a look at today's front page. Staying on today's front page, you selected a very interesting story for the lead today about a councillor who had a bit of an altercation or a little bit of a crash and proceeded to finish his alcoholic beverage on the scene of the crime, so to speak. Quite a different kind of story, but also a serious.
Yeah. I think people, the story comes across as just humorous. People are laughing. People think that they needed to laugh, but it's not a laughing matter. It's a very, very serious issue. This is a Swapo councillor who is a councillor for his constituency in Ngela constituency in Gwena region, but also a member of the National Council. So he's not just an ordinary member of society who is stumbled upon having a drink during a time when we are told to slow down on the sale of alcohol and whatnot. So it is very, very serious also because the irony, his party, the ruling party Swapo this week just contributed 1 million to the fund that has been set up to raise money for this against this virus. And within hours of this happening, a councillor of a very senior member, if you like, of the party gets caught in a situation like that. So you have a multiple facets to this issue. You have the issue of drinking and driving. Yes. He was involved in an accident. We don't know whether anyone was hurt, but we hope no one was hurt. So anything could have happened there. Yeah. And then you have the sort of violating the rules of the state of emergency that has been declared. Yes. So it's a lot of things, and it's what we are going to look at now is what the ruling party will do, whether there will be any action against the councillor to reprimand him for his reckless behavior.
And I also see that the SPYL has also come out quite strongly against the councillor's behavior.
The Youth League came out. They are calling his behavior disgusting public conduct. So it tells you already the discomfort in sections of the party itself. What Swapo has not been doing correctly is pronouncements at a higher level, because you expect, when it's the Youth League that is making a bit of noise, when it's the wings, when it's regional structures, it doesn't carry the same weight as it would if Safia Shanuga, for example, comes out and say, look, as a party, we condemn this kind of behavior. We are going to call in the councillor and get his out of the story and then determine the way forward. But already the statement of the Youth League tells you that there must have been murmurs of discontent within the party itself.
And of course, from your side and from our side, we'll try and keep the public up to date on the developments or latest developments in the case as it proceeds.
There's no doubt about it. We'll have to find out whether any charges were opened, whether the councillor will appear in court. I think it's unfortunate because he's not generally he's not a bad man.
Yes.
But unfortunately, when you indulge in this kind of behavior, you'll be scrutinized.
And of course, he quickly apologized on,
on social media
as well.
And people are saying it's not enough and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I think that is a corrective is a corrective measure to take as a start.
Yes.
If whether he will now write letters to the party or to his constituents and say, look, I'm sorry for that, that would be the next step. But I think it's a logical thing to do, to say first as an immediate measure, let me apologize on social media.
Thank you for your section of the program with me, Tovio, and I'll excuse you now, because I know you've got a lot of work still to do to add the finishing touches to the pre-Good Friday newspaper.
Yeah, before I go, maybe just to let our readers know a bit of what is coming in the paper tomorrow. I think the highlight really is the governors that were appointed yesterday, with about 8 of them. 8 of the current ones leaving, if my mathematics is correct.
Yeah, that's correct.
That's a huge number. It's not. It's very, very unprecedented that 8 of the 14 governors are actually going, and only 6 were retained. That's a huge number. But yeah, so we'll try to put together some exciting perspectives around that, and then the readers can consume tomorrow.
That's a good little tidbit to chew on for now.
Indeed. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much, Togo.
Yeah, sure.
Welcome back, viewers. The All People's Party held a media conference earlier this week to respond to the lockdown of the 2 regions, Irongo and Khomas, as well as the national state of emergency. Kenya Kambowe captured this footage.
Acknowledge the efforts that our government is making this far. Though there's some few challenges, but at least one is to commend the government for doing at least the little that they can. But then going back to commending government, we are also saying that it's not really enough, because we as time goes now, we have to double our efforts of trying to fight this virus in many ways. Not only government, but the private sector must also come on board. The other day I was just saying on one of my social media platforms that all the international companies and all those companies, both local and international companies doing business in Namibia, has to join the government by contributing in one way or the other to fight, you know. Like you have got your insurances here, you've got your multi-lenders here, people like Letseho them, for example, who are getting all government workers and private workers on board, being their clients. You know, we have never seen them contributing. We thank Old Mutual. We also thank the banks that have relaxed the charges, charging the clients during this Corona time. But coming back to what we want to say is that in Rundu, Kavango East, for example, now we don't see things being really ready and people serious here. We are at Wimpy. You know, Wimpy is the face of the town. When you enter Rundu, this is the face of the town. Okay, you see people here moving around. Normally you will find street vendors here. They are not here today. And we understand there is a registration going on. And that's our problem now. This registration, the regional government and all the relevant stakeholders must make sure that we legalize this registration in terms of announcing everybody who's a trader in one way or the other, to make sure that people have to register. Because many people, I foresee that many people are going to be left over. Why? Simply because there's a secret registration going on, of which that we are known to be good at, especially to events of this kind. There are honorable thieves in Namibia that normally steal when there is a national activity taking place. So we don't want to make it business as usual. Therefore, that's why we are voicing ourselves as early as possible that the registration has to be official and people must be registered in their various entities. If you are street vendors, all the street vendors, we know the spots around town here, they must be registered. If you are small and medium enterprise, you must be registered with the relevant authority. If you are a shop-in owner, whatever, if you are a barber shop owner, you must also be registered.
Next, we have quite a very important insert, and this is about a call center where people can actually contact when they suspect that they have the coronavirus. And Tunahole Mungoba brings you this footage.
And these are the new cases. And then Namibia is increasing. It was just a tiny dot.
Now the dots are the same. The dots are that thing.
It's provided by the World Health Organization, and then it is just showing how many cases and which countries are
Center, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Afternoon, ma'am. How are you? Fine, thanks. May I please know who I'm speaking to? And where are you calling us from, Kunene, and how can we help you, ma'am?
If you look at the list, Wednesday, 8. So it's only.
Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
That's all we have time for today on the Evening Review. Please join us again tomorrow. I'm Ashley Smith, the news editor of Namibian Sun.
COVID-19 oske soku tin omgok tinaratata neske coronavirus harang aroma e di uip Tesa Sorositami, Disingona, Tresan a Pratapi, Ting Omgo, Di Gomsip. Ais nga uhare, masker tige, ai di aon, tin ai ha kwendi, abong abore, andi, hunuma kwena hura, tri kaisa. Tak amas ngamibe ein hansen, amang harugup geni ikha. Sogun aip aromarati ha haidi ge COVID-19 sa, hai ba damaha. COVID-19 ske witi kuhama haru dama. Omka amkuse are, wan ai a omka, omku din anung anuhun, tamaska iyo se tamika are, tu bare seha sahu to sen, 2 meter musiba uhare, ui tamaska iyo rati kwenahu, moon tuis, amngas tina tata ka, omkuke kaise harakagukain. Eira ta kama, ting o na ra ukain, ti nesta, moody, duis, ti amngas nga ma haru eka. Sa amngasa amsti duis, tina unip tamaska iyo, tishub nga wang ai, hai sasen ui, tamaska iyo, titka o uhare, tishuba. Hai se ahure. Amapsi hai hwan. Housing hwa hunge hai hwan matis coronavirus sa tamaska iyo COVID-19 sa a hai kai to sa. Nepke amaba hai hwan wa Tani harus hai hwan. Coronavirus ke witip tamaska iyo Chinese un ha taning haruet ha. Amap hi coronavirus ke omtok nga urama harue. Ai ha kwe ikan ui tamaska iyo ti hui ai rama harue. Hunip tamaska iyo tuisa hura hong tinge taning harue ha. Song sense hai Wan ai sa tuisa o tamikan aske COVID-19 hip obara hai. Amap hi toto ike atei tuisan o tamikan aske kwe kai baha isa. Habusa toto ske wan ai tuisan o tamikan aske ni kwena hai se heisa hurawi. Kabe hin oba huwi tama. Hai hwan. Ni ai hwan. Kau sing hwan dinge rami. Sorosa alkoholiti klorin ita. Iriske COVID-19 sara. Hai ba tamaska iyo. Chik inha. Tobebe amngas ti. Kai tamita as tinge rasisen ui kei amap. Ma ngara ama ike hei. Wan ai ha anusi putas si wan ai omkan as kwenta tu arese ha house habe wisenskeng hi esa an oroka. Hai wan omku nga uda dike coronavirus ham uitama ha amap hi omku nga uda dige sisen uha tamaha COVID-19 sa hai wagu khabe san omga wang ai tin anu uhuna sisen se iti tam itin han omgan ti wang ai nga hai wan khai masip tamsa tami au tiknofol en tamaska iyo tamsa tam inga asens how go kwena how ba sen ha sege may en a amap go ike a COVID-19 I au tinganup masip harata ta e kaisa wan I sang gan a ting I sen ha kwena hu se ha ne a sang ga a ha ta virus nga hai mudi amngas tigridi hu se ha hai wan I sa isa song sa se ha ogat ka ha o amap hi urukwen ke e ha tamaha ti COVID-19 ai ba ho nga e tamaha han isa hai ba ne ai ba ha tamaska iora hei ngui ha e kwendi ein kos nga maskers ke asisen ka ui tamatska iyo tis type a ona senri wan I gan a ti gao ka era anusiba wa amre I ko to I antibiotican ka kai so ke coronavirus a hai ha amap antibiotican ha hai so ke virus kwagu sisen kha tamaha khabe bacterian kwagu tui ninge hi khasiba coronas kwa ai ho tamaha o sa son ke COVID-19 hi khasib kwa ho tui etamaha khabe iga kai se tsaisa tama iyo ama era son tuk din si aspirin itin cha ai ko e ka